The purpose of this video is to provide an overview of the Mindray ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors for use in the clinical setting. At the conclusion of the video, the clinician should be able to describe the general structure and operation of the ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors, explain how to admit a patient and enter patient demographic information, describe basic parameter monitoring functions, including cardiac rhythm, heart rate, respirations, pulse oximetry, temperature, non-invasive blood pressure, and capnography. Discuss screen layouts and options. Explain how to adjust patient-specific alarms. Identify alarm behavior and differentiate between alarm reset and alarm pause. Explain how to view, record, and print current and historical patient data. Discuss use of standby mode. Demonstrate how to discharge a patient from the ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors. The ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors enable continuous monitoring of physiological parameters, including cardiac rhythm, heart rate, respirations, oxygen saturation, temperature, non-invasive blood pressure, and capnography for low to mid-acuity areas. In addition, the ePM 12M patient monitor allows monitoring of anesthetic gas. The ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors feature an intuitive user interface through a multi-gesture capacitive touchscreen. The ePM 10M patient monitor has a 10-inch display and weighs approximately 8.8 pounds. The ePM 12M patient monitor has a 12-inch display and weighs approximately 10.6 pounds. The barcode scanner is an optional feature to support integration of patient demographic information with the ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors. The ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors include arrhythmia analysis with options for ST segment and QT monitoring in the ePM 12M monitor. The ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors allow review of patient data, including 120 hours of trends in graphic and tabular form, 1,000 alarm events, and up to 48 hours of full disclosure waveforms. The left side of the ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors contains integrated parameter connection ports for ECG, SpO2, temperature, and NIBP. Each parameter port is color-coded to match the respective cable. The ePM 12M patient monitor includes the option for integrated invasive blood pressure monitoring connection ports. The ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors have an integrated module rack for optional external parameter modules, such as CO2 or invasive blood pressure. To connect a parameter module, push the module rack door in while lifting. Slide the module into the slot until it clicks into place. To remove, lift the latches at the bottom of the module to release and slide the module out. The following modules are supported on the ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors: 2-channel invasive blood pressure, side stream CO2, microstream CO2. The ePM 12M patient monitor supports the multi-agent gas module for monitoring anesthetic gas. The right side of the ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors contains the integrated thermal recorder and the battery door. Load the recording paper by pulling back the latch to open the recorder door, inserting the paper roll with the thermal side up, and closing the door. Press the button above the record symbol to initiate a recording. Press the button to stop an active recording. The battery compartment supports a rechargeable lithium-ion battery, providing up to 4 hours of continuous monitoring. The battery charges when the monitor is plugged into an alternating current power source. The back of the ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors contains the power input and a variety of ports, including network and display connectors. Refer to the operator's manual for complete details of all connector types and functions. The ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors may be mounted on the wall or on a rolling stand. The ePM 12M monitor may also be mounted on the side or on top of an anesthesia machine. An optional quick-release adapter is available for use with the wall mount, rolling stand mount, and arm mount. Other mounting options include pole mount and bed rail hook. The power switch is in the lower left corner of the ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors. Press the power switch to turn the monitor on. The power switch illuminates green when the monitor is on. To turn the monitor off, press and hold the power switch. To the right of the power switch, there are two indicators. The power indicator illuminates green when power is connected. The battery indicator shows the status of the battery. The battery indicator illuminates green when the battery is fully charged, illuminates yellow when the battery is charging, and flashes green when the monitor is operating on battery. There are 4 permanent keys in the lower right area of the ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors. The alarm reset key acknowledges alarms and resets the alarm notification. The alarm pause key pauses alarms for the configured time period. The record key starts a real-time recording or stops the current recording to the integrated thermal recorder. The NIBP key starts a non-invasive blood pressure measurement or stops the current non-invasive blood pressure measurement. The multi-gesture touchscreen display allows the clinician to swipe right, left, up, and down. The clinician may easily change the display layout and perform other advanced functions through the touchscreen display. Swiping with 2 fingers right or left allows the clinician to quickly change the viewed screen. For example, the clinician may move from the normal screen to the big numeric screen with a simple 2-finger swipe to the left. Swiping left from the big numeric screen displays the mini trend screen. Swiping again returns the clinician to the normal screen. The patient information area in the upper left area of the screen displays patient information such as patient category, gender, and bed number. Technical and physiological alarm information is displayed in the upper middle and right area of the screen. The alarm light indicator is in the upper center of the screen. System status information in the upper right area of the screen displays network connectivity, battery status, and time. The normal screen displays parameter waveforms on the left with corresponding numeric data on the right. The lower area of the screen can be configured to display either numeric data or parameter waveforms. The ePM 10M patient monitor displays up to 8 waveforms, and the ePM 12M patient monitor displays up to 10 waveforms. Configurable keys along the lower edge of the screen allow quick access to specific monitor functions. The main menu key is permanently located on the right end of the first row, and the More key is permanently located on the left end of the first row. Select the More key to show additional quick keys above the first row. Each parameter displayed on the screen has an easily accessible dialog for review and adjustment of parameter-specific settings. Enter the dialog by selecting the parameter waveform or numeric area. All dialogs have similar style and structure. The dialog heading specifies the parameter. Tabs along the side and top of the dialog are used to select alarm and setup options. Some dialogs have additional tabs for access to other items and options within the main body area. Switches are included in each parameter dialog to turn functions on or off. The switch is green when the function is on. Operation buttons are located at the bottom of the dialog. For example, select the ECG waveform to open the ECG dialog. The ECG dialog contains tabs such as arrhythmia, ST, and QT at the top, and alarms and setup on the side. Operation buttons at the bottom include Relearn, Half Screen, and Full Screen. Select the X in the upper right corner of the heading to close the current dialog. The main menu quick key closes all dialogs and returns the display to the main screen. The main menu contains 3 pages of functions organized below column headers. For example, the Patient Management column includes functions related to patient information, entering standby mode, and discharging the current patient. The Review column provides access to patient data through tabular or graphic trends, events, and full disclosure. Swipe right or left to view columns on other pages. Select the X in the upper right corner of the main menu to return to the main screen. Admitting a patient restores pre-configured default settings and clears the previous patient's information. To admit a new patient, open the Patient Management dialog by selecting the Patient Management Quick key or select the Patient Information area in the top left corner of the screen. The Patient Management dialog may also be accessed by selecting the Main Menu Quick key, then selecting Patient Management. The Patient Management dialog allows the clinician to enter patient demographic information using the on-screen keyboard. Change patient category, and specify paste status. Select OK to confirm the information and return to the main screen. The optional barcode scanner may be used to populate the demographic fields in the Patient Management dialog. Scan the barcode on the patient identification bracelet. Review the information populated in the Patient Management dialog, and select OK to confirm and return to the main screen. Once the ECG cable is connected to the patient, the cardiac rhythm appears in the waveform area, and the heart rate is displayed in the numeric area. Multiple leads of ECG may be displayed based on the lead wire set in use. The displayed lead and gain are labeled on the left side of the waveform. The heart rate and alarm limits are displayed on the right. The patient's paced status is displayed as an icon above the ECG waveform. Select the ECG waveform or numeric area on the main display to open the ECG dialog. Within the dialog, there are options to review and adjust alarms, and adjust displayed ECG lead, gain, or speed. The clinician may enable pacemaker enhancement on both the ePM 10M and ePM 12M, and optional ST and QT monitoring on the ePM 12M. Select the Main Menu Quick key or the X in the upper right corner to confirm changes and close the dialog. Respirations are automatically detected through the ECG electrodes from the rise and fall of the chest wall or through the optional CO2 module. Once detected, the respiratory rate and waveform are displayed. Select the respiratory waveform or numeric area to open the respiratory dialog. Within the dialog, the clinician may review and adjust alarms. Select the respiratory rate source, designate the lead for respiratory detection, and adjust the gain and sweep speed. Once the SpO2 cable is connected to the patient, the SpO2 waveform and numeric data are displayed. Select the SpO2 waveform or numeric area to open the SpO2 dialog. The SpO2 dialog allows the clinician to adjust SpO2 alarms, sweep speed, pulse rate source, and beat volume. When SpO2 monitoring is used without ECG monitoring, the pulse rate is obtained from the SpO2 waveform, and is displayed in the ECG numeric area. The ECG numeric color corresponds with the SpO2 waveform color. When ECG monitoring is initiated or resumed, the monitor automatically adjusts to show the ECG waveform with the heart rate in the ECG numeric area. The ECG numeric color corresponds with the ECG waveform color. Temperature is displayed in the numeric area when the temperature cable and probe are connected to the patient. Select the temperature numeric area to enter the temperature dialog to review or adjust the temperature alarms and labels. Once the appropriate size NIBP cuff is connected to the NIBP hose and placed on the patient, press the NIBP permanent key to obtain a measurement. During a measurement, press the NIBP key to stop the current measurement. The current NIBP measurement is displayed in the NIBP numeric area. The parameter list contains the last few NIBP measurements. Select the NIBP numeric area to open the NIBP dialog. Within the dialog, the clinician may change the inflation pressure. Select an interval and adjust alarms. The Auto NIBP measurement mode provides repeated measurements at set intervals. In the NIBP dialog setup tab, select the arrow in the interval field to display options from a drop-down list. Choose the interval and select Start NIBP in the NIBP dialog, or press the NIBP permanent key. The clinician also can set the interval by selecting the NIBP Measure Quick key and choosing the desired interval. The Sequence NIBP measurement mode provides continual automatic measurements at set durations and intervals. In the NIBP Dialog Setup tab, select the arrow in the interval field and choose Sequence from the drop-down list. Open the Sequence tab to configure the measurement durations and intervals. For example, the clinician may select an interval of 5 minutes for a duration of 15 minutes for Phase A, followed by an interval of 15 minutes for a duration of 1 hour for Phase B, and an interval of 1 hour for a duration of 4 hours for Phase C. Up to 5 phases may be configured within the sequence. Select Start NIBP to initiate the sequence. The NIBP Start mode allows the clinician to select how automated NIBP measurements are initiated. Choose Clock to allow the monitor to synchronize automatic NIBP measurements with the real-time clock. Choose Interval to automatically repeat measurements at the set interval. The ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors support optional invasive blood pressure monitoring through use of the external IBP parameter module or the integrated IBP parameter option in the ePM 12M patient monitor. Refer to the operator's manual for complete details on invasive blood pressure monitoring. The ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors support the SideStream or MicroStream CO2 module. Once the CO2 module is inserted into the integrated module rack and a sampling line is connected to the patient, the CO2 waveform and numeric data are displayed. Select the CO2 waveform or numeric area to open the CO2 dialog. The clinician can adjust the respiratory rate source, operating mode, sweep speed, scale, and waveform type, as well as review and adjust alarms for inspired and exhaled CO2. Intubation mode is included in both the respiratory and CO2 dialogues. or can be accessed through a configured quick key. Intubation mode suspends respiratory-related alarms for a pre-configured period of time. A red countdown timer in the upper right area of the monitor indicates activation of intubation mode. An audible tone indicates the intubation mode timer has expired, and all respiratory-related alarms have been reactivated. To cancel intubation mode prior to timer expiration, choose the Exit Intubation Mode button within the respiratory or CO2 dialog, or select the Exit Intubation Mode quick key. The ePM 12M patient monitor supports the optional multi-agent gas module for measurement of anesthetic and respiratory gases in adult, pediatric, and neonatal patients. The multi-agent gas module allows waveforms and numeric data for all measured anesthetic gases to display on the ePM 12M patient monitor. Measurements include CO2, O2, nitrous oxide, and anesthetic agent waves and numeric data, including respiratory rate and MAC. To begin agent and capnography monitoring, connect the patient's sample line to the water trap on the multi-agent gas module. Once the sample line is connected to the patient's airway, startup is complete. The ePM 12M patient monitor can be connected to a scavenging system in accordance with facility policy. Select the anesthetic agent or CO2 waveform or numeric area to enter the gas dialog. Within the dialog, the clinician may review and adjust alarms and select setup functions for anesthetic and respiratory gases, including agent selection. The gas dialog also includes a switch for MAC. Refer to the operator's manual for complete details on advanced procedures and maintenance for the gas module. Normal screen displays real-time waveform and numeric data. The clinician may change the viewed screen based on patient acuity, preference, or clinical function. The screen setup dialog includes options to choose the screen, arrange tile layout, add or remove parameters, and adjust primary screen functions. Enter the Screen Setup dialog by selecting the Screen Setup quick key. Or through the main menu by swiping to the display column and selecting the Screen function. Selecting the Choose Screen function allows the clinician to adjust the screen layout. Screens include Normal Screen, Big Numerics, Mini Trends, ECG Half Screen, and ECG Full Screen. Additional screen options may be available based on monitored parameters and integrated functions. Refer to the operator's manual for complete details of all screen options. Select Tile Layout to change the waveform and numeric area order on the normal screen. Select the gray icon in the lower left-hand corner to change the bottom rows from numeric areas to waveform areas. The Big Numerics screen displays numeric data in big font for up to 6 parameters. Choose Big Numerics in the side tab of the Screen Setup dialog to review or adjust the parameters displayed. Close the Screen Setup dialog by selecting X in the upper right corner of the dialog, or by selecting the Main Menu quick key. Select Mini Trends in the Choose Screen tab to review or adjust parameters and physiological alarm information in a graphic trend format. Choose the Setup button in the lower corner. Select the arrow adjacent to the parameter and select the desired parameter. Select the arrow to the right of the mini trend length to adjust the time length. The clinician may configure the monitor to mark routine vital signs automatically or manually in the mini trend screen. Select the Setup button and choose the Routine Vital tab to access options for auto or manual measurements, start time, and intervals. During a procedure, the clinician may want to mark the vital signs at the start of a case to use for reference by selecting Routine Vitals. The Routine Vitals measurement time and numeric data are highlighted in orange. The Mini Trend screen may be expanded to view longer trends. Select the button on the right side of the Mini Trend screen to expand the screen. Select the same button to contract the view. Return to the normal screen by using the multi-gesture swipe feature. The ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors provide physiologic alarms for adult, pediatric, and neonate patients, and arrhythmia alarms for adult and pediatric patients. The default alarm settings may be customized for each patient category. Physiologic alarm priority levels include high, medium, and low, with corresponding colors of red, yellow, and cyan. Arrhythmia alarm priority levels include high, medium, low, and prompt with corresponding colors of red, yellow, cyan, and black. Lethal arrhythmia alarms priority levels are preset to high only. Non-lethal arrhythmia alarm priority levels may be set to high, medium, low, or prompt. Physiologic and arrhythmia alarms may be reviewed and adjusted per facility policy within the alarm dialog. Enter the alarm dialog by selecting the parameters numeric area. By selecting the Alarm Setup Quick key or selecting Limits from the Alarm column in the main menu. Within the Alarm dialog, the Limits tab provides access to all physiological alarms. Functions include an on-off switch, high and low limits, priority, and alarm outputs. Select a parameter within the Limits column or scroll within the main body of the Alarm dialog to access all parameters. In the On-Off column, a green switch indicates the alarm is on and active. To adjust alarm limits, select the numeric value in the High or Low column. Scroll and choose the new limit. Priority levels are based on the parameter. For example, heart rate and pulse rate have priority levels of high or medium only. Respiratory rate has priority levels of high, medium, or low. Select the button in the Priority column to choose a new priority level. Within the Alarm dialog, the Arrhythmia tab provides access to all arrhythmia alarms. Functions include an on-off switch, priority, and alarm outputs. In the On-Off column, a green switch indicates the alarm is on and active. The lethal alarms of asystole, VFib, VTAC, and VTAC are locked on with a priority level of high. Extreme tachycardia, extreme bradycardia, and ventricular bradycardia are high when active. For other arrhythmia alarms, select the switch in the On-Off column to enable or disable. Select Threshold in the Arrhythmia tab to adjust advanced arrhythmia settings. Select More Threshold in the Arrhythmia tab to adjust ventricular rate and PVC threshold for VTAC and other ventricular arrhythmias. If configured, enable the Alarm Output switch to automatically print the selected alarm to the integrated recorder or designated printer. The ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors provide visible and audible notification of physiological, arrhythmia, and technical alarms. If an alarm occurs, the monitor will respond according to the priority level. For high, medium, and low alarms, the alarm lamp at the top of the screen flashes and an audible alarm sound is produced. The sounds vary in tone and pattern based on the priority. The alarming parameter numeric area flashes, and the corresponding alarm parameter message is displayed in the upper right area of the main display. The alarm message color correlates with the alarm lamp color. High priority alarms take precedence over medium and low priority alarms. Technical alarm colors may range from cyan to red, depending on the department configuration and the severity of the alarm. Alarm Site provides on-screen support in identifying technical alarm issues. Select the technical alarm message to access Alarm Site. Select Detail to open the troubleshooting section associated with the technical alarm. Alarms may be latched or unlatched. If unlatched, the audible and visible alarm indicators are reset once the alarm condition is resolved. If latched, the audible and visible alarm indicators remain active until the clinician presses the Alarm Reset key, even if the alarm condition is resolved. The ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors may be configured for latching based on the priority level of the alarm. Latching may be configured as visible only, audible only, or visible and audible. The Alarm Reset key suspends the audible alarm for the duration of that alarm. The visible message remains displayed with a check mark until the alarm condition is resolved. If a new alarm occurs, audible and visible notifications will appear according to the priority level of the new alarm. The Alarm Pause key temporarily suspends alarm indicators. Press Alarm Pause to suspend detection and notification of arrhythmia and physiologic alarms. An alarm pause message with the remaining pause time displays on a red banner in the upper right of the main display. The alarm pause symbol is displayed in the System Information area. When the countdown reaches 0, or if the alarm pause key is pressed while time remains, the monitor returns to an active alarm state. The alarm pause key may be set to function in an audio pause mode. In this mode, pressing the alarm pause key pauses the audible alarm tone for arrhythmia, physiologic, and technical alarms. An audio pause message with the remaining pause time displays on a red banner in the upper right of the main display. The audio pause symbol is displayed in the System Information area. When the countdown reaches 0, or if the alarm pause key is pressed with time remaining, the monitor returns to an active alarm state. Alarm pause or audio pause may be configured to pause all alarms, or to pause medium and low priority alarms only. The ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors allow the clinician to review historical patient data. The review dialog enables access to review and record patient data. If configured, patient data may be printed to a laser printer. The ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors store 120 hours of trended data in graphic and tabular form, 1,000 alarm events, and up to 48 hours of full disclosure waveforms. To enter the review dialog, select the Review Quick key or select Main Menu, and from the Review column, choose the desired option. Within the Review dialog, options include Tabular Trends, Graphic Trends, Events, and Full Disclosure. Select Tabular Trends to display trend data in a tabular form. Choose Trend Group and select the desired option to display numeric data. Select Interval to choose the desired time interval to display trend data. Select NIBP to view the tabular trends based on NIBP measurement times. Select the Record icon in the upper left corner of the Review dialog to print tabular trends to the integrated recorder. Select Record for trend data between a specific start and end time, or Record All to print all trend data at the selected interval. If configured, select the print icon in the upper left corner of the Review dialog to print tabular trends to a designated laser printer. Select Graphic Trends to display trend data in a graphic format. The clinician can configure the zoom time from the drop-down list as well as the group of parameters to be displayed. Select the Record icon in the upper left corner of the review dialog to print graphic trends to the integrated recorder. If configured, select the Print icon in the upper left corner of the review dialog to print graphic trends to a designated laser printer. Events allow the clinician to review events, including physiological alarm events and manual events. When an event occurs, the numeric data and event-related waveforms are stored. Select Events to display a list of alarms and manual events with corresponding waveforms. The Events list displays the most recent event at the top. Red, yellow, and cyan indicators to the left of the event correspond to the alarm event's priority. A green indicator represents a manual event. To view waveforms and numeric data of the event in an expanded view, select the event and choose Detail. The clinician can swipe left or right to view waveforms and numeric data before and after the event. In the Detail view, select the Record icon in the upper left corner of the review dialog to print the event to the integrated recorder. If configured, select the Print icon in the upper left corner of the review dialog to print the event to a designated laser printer. Select List to return to the event list. Full disclosure is a second-to-second compressed view of the patient's waveform. Alarm events are color-coded for easier identification. The slider below the compressed waveform allows the clinician to scroll through the compressed waveform. Drag the slider right or left to a specific time. Select an area within the compressed waveform and select Detail to view the stored waveforms and numeric data. The clinician can swipe left or right to view waveforms and numeric data before and after the selected time. In the Detail view, select Record in the upper left corner of the review dialog to print the full disclosure detail report to the integrated recorder. If configured, select the Print icon in the upper left corner of the review dialog to print the report to a designated laser printer. Select Overview to return to the compressed view. When a patient is temporarily removed from the monitor, select the Standby Quick key or select Standby in the Patient Management column within the main menu to suspend patient monitoring. While in standby mode, all parameter measurements and all alarms are temporarily suspended. All patient demographics, data, and settings are preserved. The standby message displays on the screen. A drop-down list next to Standby allows the clinician to select the patient's location. Select Resume Monitor to return to full monitoring and alarm notifications. When a patient is removed from the monitor and monitoring is no longer required for the patient information should be cleared. Discharge clears the monitor of the active patient data, as it places the patient data in the discharged patient list. Discharge also restores the departmental default settings to the monitor. To discharge a patient, select the Discharge Patient Quick key. Select Discharge from the Patient Management column from the main menu, or select the patient icon in the upper left corner of the display and select the Discharge Patient button. A confirmation message is presented before completion of discharge. Select Discharge to clear the data of the current patient and load the default configuration. The discharged message appears on the main screen. The clinician may admit a new patient by selecting the Patient Management button, or start monitoring by selecting the Monitor button on the main screen. Once the monitor is discharged, Mindray recommends cleaning the ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors with an approved cleaning agent in accordance with facility policy. Approved cleaning solutions can be accessed through the website noted here. This concludes the overview of the Mindray ePM 10M and 12M patient monitors. Please refer to the ePM 10M and 12M Patient Monitor Quick Reference Guide and Operator's Manual for more information. Visit our website for additional clinical documents and further assistance, or contact Mindray by phone at 1-800-288-2121.